Okay, we're rolling, man.
Sounds good.
We are rolling. So first off, thank you for doing this.
My pleasure.
For funsies. Well, cheers again.
Cheers.
And obviously nobody knows who the hell we are, but we've been classmates since first year, obviously.
First year, yeah.
And how we met each other, how we became close. Do you remember how we became close? Like, what was the...
Not specifically, but I feel like it was just from our study sessions and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Our study. Was it just initially study sessions? Let me think of how that happened.
Like, I'm sure it was probably some first year party, but
we would see each other here and there.
Specific.
So I actually have a defining memory of how we became close. Okay. We were in one of the midterms for IT. And this was before I even got tight with Ken. This was we knew of each other, and we from partying mostly. Yeah. We had I don't think we had much classes together up until second year. I never saw you much first year. You definitely weren't in any of my classes.
No, first year no.
Yeah, so second year IT, we walk into this midterm. I'm like, oh my god, this is all. Allegedly, this is, you don't even know if this is true, but yeah, went into the midterm. I didn't know shit, obviously. Yeah. And lo and behold, Ken was sitting on my right. This was in the computer lab. Yeah. Do you remember this?
I remember.
Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I remember, but I didn't know that was one of the main first times.
I think that was that wasn't the main first time, but that was the defining moment for me. Yeah. When I was so in the middle of the exam, I was just oh my god, I don't know half the exam. There was one part of the exam I couldn't even fill out. The second part was this massive table, and I'm like, shit, I'm gonna fail this midterm. So I look at Ken, and we make eye contact. I'm waving my blank page at him, save me. Yeah. And then Ken was just okay, I got you. And he just held his page up, and I copied everything. Allegedly, I copied everything down. And at that moment, I was just oh my god, this guy's gonna be my boy, for sure, for sure. It was just it was a defining moment. I was just man, I'm not even that close with him yet, but I just know I could become super tight with this guy just based on that. It's true. Just based on that defining moment.
Yeah, because that makes sense. Because when I was thinking, it's just it's because I wouldn't do that to any random people that I don't know. I wouldn't share my answers and whatnot. It's just, right. That's risky, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't either. So to me, that meant a lot. Because even if it was, it would be very. I would be very picky in a sense. Well, first of all, nobody would fucking ever ask to copy off me. But if in the case that they did, I would be no, because you're both at risk to a certain degree.
Yeah, it is. It's true. Which is why when I was thinking, I was trying to think before that, what kind of interactions we've had. Because for sure, because if I just met you recently, I would not do that to a random person.
I think before that, I remember these little things. Yeah, it's very weird. Before that, we were at a party at karaoke, and then it was really busy at the bar, and we were about to order drinks, and then there was a bottle of tequila sitting in front. I remember. And then you're like, should I just grab it? And I'm like, yeah, just grab it. We just grab it and go. We book it to a room and just pound it down. I think that was second year as well.
Yeah. I definitely remember that one. That might have been it, because I remember it was we were all in the back. It was wild too. There was this random jacked white guy who was doing backflips.
Yeah, that was it.
Everyone was dead. Some of our buddies was just hanging, they were on the fence, just dying.
Yeah, that was fucking jokes.
That was funny.
Oh man.
Yeah, because then that was when some of them had some they organized some new committee or something. And it was some event that they were hosting there, right?
Yes, it was when they had that committee, and then it was just
party society.
Yeah, some rave production, sort of production committee.
The crave.
Yeah, crave production. Crave. Oh, PK. PK. That was their first big social.
Yeah, and that was probably it.
Yeah, I think that was it. That was the initial.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, and then we just started studying together, because our group was always studying together before, the AFM fam. And then I think the newest additions were yourself and Chinaman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're Chinaman. I got in so much easier than Chinaman.
So our other buddy, Chinaman.
Oh my gosh.
But wait, who got in first? You or Chinaman got in?
Yeah.
Well, it's because he forced himself in.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, so every time.
It was so funny. It was like, I got in so easy, but then for him, it's like he had to put in so much intentional stuff. Like he had to add himself in the Facebook group. Like, yo, guys, can you add me? I want to study with you guys.
Yeah, he would intentionally.
Yeah, but you would just fuck with him. Like, nope. You just kick him out.
Yeah.
And then I just came along. It's like, oh, yo, Ken's no add. Then no one said anything. Exactly. And then you're just like, the fuck, man.
Yeah, he was not happy about that.
He was not like, what the fuck, man?
Because there were so many times we would study as a group, and we would. I guess he wasn't part of the group chat, and then we would bump into them at the library, or we'd invite him separately.
Yeah.
And then he would always jump on our computers to add himself into the group because he knew this group chat existed.
Yeah.
And we would always just kick him out, like after he would add himself in. And then he's just like, wow. And then finally we're like, all right, let's just let him stay. After like the 4th or 5th time, we're like, all right, fuck it, let him stay. But yeah, meanwhile, like Keener Bobiner was just like, yo, I'm gonna bring Keen in. And then everyone just like, yeah, sure. Yeah. And then John was like triggered. He's like, yo, what the fuck? I had to fucking bust my ass to get into the study group. But it wasn't like we were trying to be cliquey or anything. I don't know. We were just fucking with them.
Yeah,
really.
It was more so just for like funsies. But yeah, honestly, like that squad just like really helped just going through like just even our program in general.
Yeah.
Like just everyone was so supportive.
Yeah, our
of
year.
each other. Like just our year. It's just like without that, like it would have been so much harder.
Oh, for sure.
It would have been like
because I heard in like other schools how competitive it got. Like they wouldn't even talk to one another, and it got to some people would even try to sabotage other students. Like, like when is the due date for this? Oh, I don't know, or actually tell them a wrong due date and be like, I think it's this date.
Damn, snakes.
Like that's what I heard from like Schulich, and I was like, wow, that's fucked up.
Damn.
So we were lucky. Like our year was so we're like we're all in this together.
No, it's true.
Like, which is true, but at the same time, you are kind of competing with one another to get, like, obviously marks do matter in getting co-op jobs at the end of the day. But no, I wouldn't have made it through without all you guys, for sure.
Sure, like I think you would have it would have been a lot harder, but like I don't know, like it was also like just thinking back, it was kind of like a blessing in disguise because then like you know how we had like 2 streams like PA and FM.
Mm-hmm.
I was going for PA.
Same.
So like that was the one I wanted, and like it's the more prestigious one and whatnot. And then like I actually didn't make it, and I got the second offer for FM.
Yeah.
But it's like it's because like my English wasn't good enough.
Same.
Back to my fucking English.
Yeah.
Was so bad. So like I got the other one, but that was actually like a blessing in disguise. Because if I got PA, it would have been so much fucking harder.
Yeah.
Like, no one helps each other there. It would have been like
it was weird because they did the same courses that we did.
Exactly.
But they were way more competitive.
And they're shittier props too sometimes.
I heard sometimes they got like way harder props here and there.
But man.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, for sure, if it wasn't for meeting all you guys, I wouldn't have made it through school. And for even 1,000% is if I had gone into PA and not get deferred into FM, I wouldn't have made it through because I wouldn't even have anyone to like...
True.
Like
so,
group up with,
anything, right?
They're all just like, fuck you, guys.
Fuck you, do your own shit. Read the book,
oh, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
No, it's good times, man. School.
Yeah.
School is good times.
Like, I don't know, just like, it's pretty crazy how like now we're like professionals, but just thinking back, it's like, I'm pretty fucking dumb.
Yo, dude,
like, all the fucking shit.
No, you're not.
Okay, like, I'm not like retarded, but like I'm all right. But like just even thinking back, like
being humble,
just like basic math stuff. Like when I was listening to a random podcast when I was coming on the way here, he was just saying the same thing. It's like, when's the last time you did long division?
Wow, is that the one where it's an
with
L?
The fucking line
it's
thing,
an
yeah.
L, right?
Yeah, I don't even know if I can do it now. If you give me a question right now, I'm not even do it.
When would you even use that for?
Never, but I don't know. Some people are just good at math.
Fuck.
And even like bedmass. For a second, I was like, what the fuck does bedmass stand for again?
Oh shit. Brackets, exponents, what's the
division?
Yeah. Okay.
Because like I forgot the E. I'm like, what the fuck is E? I'm like,
exponents?
Equals? No, yeah. Exponents.
Oh, exponents. Okay.
I was like, what what the fuck is E for a second?
Shit.
Because like it's been like we haven't done that in so long.
Yeah, first year. I think we only took one math course in first year.
But we didn't even do like long division. That was like
yeah, we didn't.
That was like elementary or like high school.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never heard of that. I've heard of that being brought up since like high school.
Yeah, but like think about all that shit they made us learn. It's fucking useless.
It is in terms
to some
of,
extent.
Yeah, it is. I think it was completely useless for me. Besides, it was training my memorizing capabilities because I didn't understand anything. Mm-hmm. Like throughout all of school, remember how we studied? Like, it'd be like, "Yo, Brian, like, do you want me to explain this to you so you try to understand it, or you just want me to explain it to you in a manner where you can memorize it and replicate it?
Yeah,
just explain it to me so I can memorize it and replicate it. Yeah, because if I tried to understand it, I just wouldn't grasp it. For some reason, math just would always fly over my head. Stats fly over my head. All like the finance stuff will fly over my head. Yeah. But every year the professors would be like, if you memorize this stuff and you don't try to understand it in depth, you're going to fail this class. Yeah. And every year I'm just like, show you, man. I'll see you about that. We got through. Barely I got through.
I don't know, like for me it's like I'm alright at memorizing, but like I'm not that good at it in the sense that like I forget about it very quickly. Like for me, it's like if I understand it, I would like retain it for so much longer.
Yeah, that's normal. Like, that's like the more like normal,
more logical.
Yeah. That makes so much more sense for me. Like if I try to memorize it, I'll actually end up wasting like so much time, and the end result is I probably still won't understand it, and I would have been better off spending that time just dead memorizing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. True. No. But Ken's smart. Like. All of he'd be able to like figure things out by himself. I remember I would always bring my table up into your room because I would get stuck. Residence. Yeah, I would get stuck. And he lived like a floor above me. This was like fourth year. We lived in the same building. And I'd get stuck on all these questions, and I'd be like, "Oh my god, I'm so scared." I'm like, "Are you studying?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm studying." I'm like, "Okay, can I come like study beside you?" And he'd be like, "Yeah, fine." And then he's like, "But I don't really have space." I'm like, "It's okay, but bring my table up." And he's like, "Sure, I guess."
This guy literally brought his own table. It was like kind of like this size.
Like this big.
And like our room was pretty small. He just brought that table. I'm like, down on it.
That table was there full time. Like it was there full time. I brought it there. I became like, it was just there. It was part of your room. And whenever I went over, like Ken would like take his time, explain things to me and shit. No, I was very, very grateful for that. Big time.
But those are good times. Like I feel like a lot of people thinking back that like they don't miss school at all. But I definitely miss school.
I do miss school. Like, I don't miss the exams and stuff, obviously. Yeah. That was very stressful. For me, I actually have like PTSD from studying and examinations. Yeah. Dude, I'll have nightmares about CFE. Like even like last month, I'll have a nightmare that I'm missing an exam or I'm late for an exam at PAC. PAC is like our big gymnasium where we write our final exams, where it looks like penitentiary style. Like there's just desks lined up in like single files. Yeah, that still freaks me out. And I'll wake up and then it'll be like, oh my god, like, and I'll think I need to get the PAC. Yeah. And I'll look at my wall and I see like my certificates, my diplomas. I'm like, fuck, I'm done school. I've been done school for like what, two and a half years now, but it still like haunts me.
Why is that though? Like why do you think school haunts you so much?
I think it's because I cared about it so much and I suck at it. Okay. So it's something that I was very bad at that I was never able to do well at it, and I didn't like it, and it was almost like nightmarish for me to do school. Like I shouldn't have went to university. Like based off if I were to do like education on my own, like at a university level, I don't know, man. Nothing. Can't do science, can't do math, can't do computer science, suck at English. Like the only thing that I could kind of do, couldn't even do it like well, is accounting. Yeah. So that was just, it was a traumatic, school was so traumatic. The social aspect, I loved it. Like how we were just like all roommates, we were all together, growing as like kids, young adults. But no, man, it was just a traumatic experience. The studying. Like even when I tried to volunteer, so we work at the same company, and you can volunteer to mark cases.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
Really?
I tried. I sat down and I read the case, and then I read like the answer, and you're supposed to give feedback.
Yeah.
Because if it's your first time marking, they need to see whether or not like you're still there. And I was just like, oh my God, I can't do this. If I do this, like I might fuck up a kid. Yeah, because
that'd be horrible.
Exactly. Because if you imagine like having a mentee, like he's trying to pass his like professional exam, and you're incapable of giving him the best
Good
feedback
advice.
that you possibly could because you're so checked out.
Yeah.
I'm so checked out of education that I just couldn't. Do
Yeah.
it.
That's interesting. Because then on the flip side, I found that interesting. It's like, I guess on the flip side, it's like, maybe because I didn't struggle as much in school, so like I didn't hate it as much. But like obviously everyone would have hated it when exams came by. It's like you got to study for it. It's like work you got to do.
Mm-hmm.
But like I don't know, when I was marking exams, I thought that was fun and just like reading it because you know you're done. It's just like all you're doing is just looking at it and you're just kind of like bashing on people. You'd be like, what the fuck? Like you can. It's kind of you can do what was done to you before. Like people are like ripping on your exams and shit, and now you can be like, the fuck, are you retarded? Come on. Yeah. So like to an extent, it's like it just kind of yeah, it's kind of messed up. It's kind of messed up. I like it because I'm talking shit to him.
You're sick.
Now that I think of it,
you sick bastard.
But yeah, I don't know. Like I actually never got nightmares from like school or anything. Like
really, you never had that nightmare where you thought you were. I feel like Chinaman definitely would have
probably
like have a nightmare that you were gonna be late for an exam and you wake up, you're like, fuck.
Yeah, but then again, I also don't dream that much. That's the thing. Like I probably dream, but I don't remember any of it.
Oh really?
Like a lot of people, they have like vivid dreams that actually remember it and stuff like that. Actually, like I don't have any of that. Every time I wake up, it's just blank.
So you've never remembered your dream then?
Like I have, but like it's
very
rare,
like
very
a blue
rare.
moon type thing.
Yeah.
Me too. I very rarely remember my dream.
Yeah, which is why sometimes I'm like, I kind of want to try like that fucking like shroom tech stuff, and like supposedly it helps with like dreaming.
Oh okay.
Like
yeah.
But like. Yeah, I don't know.
With like have you heard of lucid
dreaming as
well?
So you can control your dream, right?
Yeah, and then like you practice remembering it. I think like after you feel like you dream, you try to write down as much as you remember from it.
Yeah.
And that trains you to remember.
Yeah.
I don't know, that is brain training though.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like people that dream, I don't know, like does it kind of give them some sort of I don't know, like what's different? Why are they retaining their dreams and we aren't?
I wonder.
That's kind of, but
I feel like if you try, if you put in a conscious mind to try to retain the dream that you just had, like you don't, right?
Not like consciously.
Yeah, I think if you really put in an effort, because there would be times like I had a nightmare like 2-3 weeks ago, but I was screaming, I was like yelling, and Wits woke me up. Yeah, my girlfriend woke me up. She's like, what the fuck is going on? So I just got yelling.
That's really scary,
yeah,
man.
so, and then she woke me up, and then I was fine. And then I remember waking up in the middle of the night, and then I knew I had a nightmare. Yeah. And it was in my mind, and I'm like, do I want to try remembering this nightmare? Nah, fucking not really. And I went back to sleep. And I woke up the next day, like sunrise, and I was like, I don't even remember, like, but it must have been traumatic as fuck because I was yelling.
So you don't remember anything at all from
No, zero.
Like you don't recall anything.
Zero, yeah, zero. I don't even recall the feeling that I went through during the dream.
Do you remember what you were doing like that night, or just like was there something specific? Because then I can't remember in like psych class we were saying like one of the things is like when you right before you sleep, if you do stuff that kind of affects what you're dreaming. It's like whatever you dream has like I don't know, it kind of like tells you what you were kind of thinking of right before you sleep, or like stuff you were thinking about recently.
Like a subconscious trigger.
It's like your subconscious thinking.
I feel like that definitely has an impact because I definitely had more like exam nightmares when we were studying for our CFE. Like the CFE is our final like designation exam. Yeah, when that was happening. Yeah, it's like the bar for accounting. But dude, yeah, when that was happening, like, yeah, I had nightmares about CFE. Yeah. But it was weird. Like, I would be doing an exam, and I knew it was the CFE exam, and it wouldn't be the CFE exam. I'd be, like, building shapes. I remember this one explicitly, because I woke up, and I'm like, what the hell is that? And I like, took the time, like,
building shapes.
Yeah. The exam consisted of, like, building shapes out of, like, paper and, like, plastic. like Lego. It was weird. It was very weird.
Huh.
But that was, I don't know. I felt like that exam was pretty traumatic in terms of the stress level going into it.
Yeah.
It was a 3-day exam. First day is like, each day is like 5-6 hours, right?
Yeah, 5-6 hours.
5-6 hours. Yeah, that shit
and
fucked
sit
me
down
right
and
up.
write cases.
Yeah, that shit fucked me. And you were like completely fine. Like, do you not get stressed out?
No, like I was stressed, but then like the way I kind of thought of it was like, you know that you already know everyone's on the same boat. You know everyone's stressed. Like obviously I was still stressed, but like that was kind of, and like remember our group, we just like, all right, when we're done the exam, we're not talking about it at all.
Yeah, yeah.
So like that really helped. Like it just got my mind off stuff, and like we just didn't think about it. But no, for sure I was stressed. Like when I was talking to like some of our roommates and stuff, and they're like the ones that you know that are smart, they're like, it wasn't that bad. Whenever you talk to people, that's the worst.
Yeah, dude, it fucks
like,
you up.
that's why I'm like, just like, all right, I'm not talking to anyone. And just like, I don't know. I was kind of going in just kind of expecting the worst as well, just because like, because knowing how bad my English is and my spell check.
Yeah,
like I was surprised I passed the first day.
Yeah, dude.
I was always surprised, but.
No, me too. My English is just as bad. Like I definitely have like minor dyslexia. Even when I read, my reading comprehension, like I could read a paragraph and then realize I wasn't paying attention properly and it didn't understand what was going on. And have to like reread the paragraph and actually really focus.
That's true. Like I have that too, but I don't know if it's like dyslexia or if it's just like you're just not paying attention, just like ADD kind of thing.
Both, I think.
Because last time I read it, then it was like, wait, what the fuck did I just read?
No, yeah,
it's like
that's more like space out. But also when I read, sometimes it will actually, I would mix a few words up, and it would actually change the meaning of that sentence. Totally. It will actually change the meaning of that sentence.
Oh shit!
It's not like, I don't know if you've seen like the memes where it really makes it look like each word is like moving in terms of letters.
Okay.
It's not like that severe. I think that's like if you have really, really severe dyslexia to an extreme.
Yeah.
But mine is like the words will jumble. I'll read a sentence and then I'll mix a couple words up and it'll actually mean something different.
Oh, that's fucked.
Yeah, which is shit. It's so stupid.
Damn.
And then when I'm reading, I'll start skimming.
Yeah.
And then I won't be reading anymore, but I'll think I'm reading. And I'll just be like looking at words. I'm like looking at words, going through the motions, but nothing's really registering.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's weird. Even also like thinking back into the nightmare thing, I always have, when I have a fever, there's like one nightmare I remember, like it's always the same nightmare when I have like a fever. I've only had it like 2-3 times.
Yeah.
But it's always the same thing. And it's always like it feels like it's, what's that thing called when like in Chinese it's called like big white eye, like you can't move kind of thing.
Oh, sleep paralysis.
Yeah, so it's like sleep paralysis. So like it's always like that, and then like it's weird shit. It's like a fucking tarantula is like hanging and like coming down towards me while I'm just sleeping. I can't move, and then there's weird like geometric shapes just falling on me. Like I don't know if that means anything. I feel like I've heard of people having similar dreams like that.
I've had the geometric shape one.
But it's like
but that's usually with my eyes. Are your eyes open or closed? Mine aren't closed.
I don't know because like I feel like I'm having sleep paralysis, right? So like, part of me I feel like I'm like awake. Part of me feel like I'm dreaming. It's weird, but it's only when I have a fever. I have it's like most, like I don't always have it, but like the couple times when I have like a bad fever, it's always the same experience.
Wow, the tarantula dropping down.
Yeah, tarantula dropping on me and random geometric shapes. Like I haven't had it like recently at all. Like last time I probably had it was like maybe high school even.
Wow.
Even like first or second year university, but yeah, I don't know. Like that one dream stuck with me.
Yeah, because it happened more than once as well.
Yeah, and like it felt like it was exactly the same. It was like a deja vu kind of thing.
So it was vivid.
Yeah,
that
it was like, it's weird.
That's a trip. No, usually sleep paralysis, people see like shadows and stuff. But do you see like a shadow of a spider, or do you see like it's like you see like the hairs on the spider and stuff?
I don't remember exactly, but I feel like it's like an actual spider.
Yeah, it was.
Which is why when I'm like trying to move, I'm like fucking freaking out. I'm like trying to move, and it's like
that's
it's weird.
Intense.
It feels like I'm like trying to lift something, but I can't.
Yeah, so you're frozen.
Yeah,
oh,
I
man.
can't.
That's
I can't
intense.
move, and then like
and
like the only way is just to like just forget it, just go back to sleep, just be like fuck it, take me.
Yeah, because
what
else can you do in that situation?
Yeah, which is kind of scary.
Yeah, knock on wood. It's definitely a terrifying experience.
Yeah.
Because one of our other friends, Yeah, they have like sleep paralysis on the
like,
reg.
on the regular,
on the reg. Well, I don't think anymore, but before it was pretty bad. But
that's not a good experience.
and what she told me was that it never happened to her until she read about it online, and then it started happening to her. Isn't that kind of eerie?
Yeah,
It, like trigger something in you mentally.
it is weird.
It's trippy.
It's weird how the mind works. Like even like a few days ago, I was looking at this thing that like Man High, like he sent me this thing about like simulation theory. At first, I thought like I was just ripped. I was watching it, so I thought it was kind of dumb. But afterwards, it's just saying like whatever in it, like so like they have like 5 assumptions. I forgot what they were, but it's just like if you kind of believe in them, which they are kind of possible, then like you're in a simulation, or like that's how you can kind of determine you're in a simulation. But it's just like how do you even know? Like you don't.
Yeah, like we're in the Matrix or something.
Yeah,
and we're
like
just,
even right now, like you would never know.
Yeah.
But
like you're on a hamster wheel and you don't even know. And there's so many different endless possibilities and you're all just on a hamster wheel.
We can be just like an ant, and then when someone like steps on us and we die, that's just how it is. That's like when we die.
That's the end.
Yeah, when we get hit by a train or something, that's just someone stepping on us.
Yeah, dude.
Which is a pretty interesting thought, just thinking about it.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, just because you still have to. That's why I was thinking. I was like, "What's your purpose of life?"
Oh yeah, so I asked, like, what was it last week?
Friday.
Last week, Friday. I asked
Yes.
Ken, "What is your purpose of life?" Because I only recently kind of like discovered mine or rediscovered it. Yeah, did you ponder on that?
No, yeah, I have. But
did you have?
no, honestly, I don't. I still don't really know. It's it's an interesting thing. Like the only thing I was even kind of only able to get to was like, obviously, I want to by the end of my life or a simulation or whatever you want it. It's like I've added value. Like I've been here and like I haven't left like a negative imprint kind of thing. Like I've done something to like not even necessarily leave a legacy. I don't care if my name gets known or whatnot. Just like make some sort of positive impact, I guess. Even whether it be like, I don't know, like helping your friends out or just like be nice to your parents or just any kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like that's the only thing. It's just really just giving back and just like just living life and just enjoying it, right? Because like the fact like knowing that you don't know if you're simulation or whatnot, it doesn't really matter. It's just kind of like whatever time span you have, just make the most out of it. Which at the same time, just kind of trying to reinforcing that in my head. Like recently, it just helped with just like stress or anything. It's just like, I don't know, none of this really matters in the end. Just enjoy life. Just
exactly.
Fuck it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, no, right on, man. Like that's awesome. Like,
so I don't know. So we'll see. Like hopefully, like I'm kind of interested by the time once we come back from like our trip India. It'd be interesting to see like what would kind of change.
Yeah.
If or if not at all.
Yeah, in terms of your perspective.
Yeah.
I feel like since we're going on an 8-weeker, I think some things will definitely take big shifts. Even when we went on a 3-week, I was already like, wow, okay, this is different. Even though we did come back to the same old crap.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, figuring out like what your purpose is, I feel like is very important because you don't want to be running on this hamster wheel, just surviving. You know, paying off. I don't know. Just running on the hamster wheel of getting like a mortgage and paying it off, getting your paycheck is a drop in the bucket. And when you're like 65, 70, you look back on your life and you're just like, wow, yeah, I did a good job surviving.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's just waste. Like, just like all those quotes, like when I hear, it's so true. It's like, oh, like a 90-year-old, like a vegan or whatnot, or vegetarian. He's like, I fucked up. He was like, for 90 years you were a vegetarian and you didn't try meat at all. You fucked up.
Yeah.
So it's
yeah.
So like when I see that, I'm just like, yo, that's fucking hilarious. That's so true. Just like, fuck it, yo, just try everything. Just no remorse.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like it's interesting because I'm like, because if you don't try, you never know. Because like, you know how I got like that speeding ticket? Because like that's the first speeding ticket I've ever gotten. But like if I never got it, I never would have known like how to deal with it or like what happens when you go to court or like any of that. Yeah. Like obviously I don't wanna like get a speeding ticket, but it's just like I guess on a glass is half full kind of thing. It's just like that it's like
for sure. It could have been worse.
Yeah. And like it could have been like next time I speed I could have like got someone killed.
Whereas this time it's like now I'm actually kind of like afraid, or like I'll be like, all right, yo, max speeding 15 so I don't get points.
Yeah.
So like stuff like that. Like before, like I never had that in my mind. Before I was
never
like
crossed.
Before I'll speed it, but like, as long as like I'm going flow of traffic, I'll be fine. But like now it's like I have like a set number. It's like 15 is like the max to be like relatively
Plus, right?
safe. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like it's interesting. Like when stuff like that never happens, I never would have had that experience.
Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like how we're built is certain people, they'd be able to read something and read about like getting booked speeding, and then they would be able to apply that in their real life.
Yeah.
But for us, it's like you have to experience it firsthand for you to have that, I don't know, moving forward.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't have, like you said, you wouldn't have adjusted that. That would never have crossed your mind if you didn't, like, oh, no, it's unfortunate. It sucks that you got a speeding ticket. Like, there's nothing great about that at all. But having you get that speeding ticket now is really just a slap on the wrist moving forward.
Yeah.
Late night driving home, it's gonna be built in forever. It's
exactly.
a button that's clicked in your brain that's never gonna unclick.
Yeah.
It's just there.
And like cause I didn't even know, cause like I was just gonna pay it off like the night of, but I didn't even know I was gonna lose points. So like luckily I was just tired. I was like, oh fuck it, I'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
So luckily I didn't pay it off. If I paid it off, I would have lost points already.
It's not even the points that matter. It's the insurance.
Oh yeah. Cause like in turn it affects my insurance.
So the points actually don't really matter unless you get like tickets on the regular.
Yeah.
Because points are solely for license suspension. If you're driving shittily and you exceed your points, then they're gonna stop you, suspend your license. But the bigger issue is your premium, because if you pay it off, that means you take the hit, and it'll go into your record for like what, 3 years, 5 years?
It's 3 on your driving record, but my mom was telling me for an insurance company, at least for ours, they keep it on record for 7 years. At least ours.
Oh,
like
shit.
It might be different from each, but 7 years. I'm like, that's
so you gotta fight
substantial,
it.
yeah.
You have to always fight.
Yeah, at first I was like, I'm like, all right, maybe I'll fight it, maybe not. But like, because like I didn't even know the implications at all. Because like even if people read about it, like they're not gonna read in that much detail, right? Unless it actually happens to you.
Yeah, that's why I always just ask your friends.
Yeah, no, for sure. We're just like, yo, what do I do, guys?
Yeah, like always fight it. Like good thing, like you shared it, and then we're like, fight it. If you like just quietly like, paid it off, you'd be paying even more money long run. Yeah, like the next 7 years, your premium would hike up a bit. Yeah, you're not even 25 yet. Are you? You are. You're 25 yet. Thank God. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, 26 this year.
26.
But which is why I feel like people, it's true. Like I feel like for like younger kids who've been through like shit, they grow up to be like brighter in a sense. Like
the more trauma you go through, the more experience you have.
Okay, maybe not brighter, but to an extent, like that does give you some sort of advantage over people. Like, because in like if you think about it, like when you grew up in like Thornley, the environment is very different from like Markville. It's like a lot more friendly. We're right by a police station. For you guys, it's like probably a lot more like shit going down and whatnot. But like that in turn probably has like cumulative effects of just like street smarts and stuff like that. Like stuff like that I would never have been able to pick up until like it happens to me, which would probably never, like I'm not gonna get into a fight now. Yeah. It's like, fuck that shit. It's like, it's not worth it.
No, for sure.
But like, that's the interesting thing where it's like, it's kind of good to like you let your kid get into shit sometimes.
It is.
Once in a while. Just to like, because if they don't get exposed to that, they're gonna get like,
they live
stomped on.
They live in a bubble. Exactly. That's one of the things. Like, there's massive pros and cons. Like you said, if you grew up in like a traumatic upbringing, like you definitely go through a lot of shit, and that shit could actually like ruin your life if you take it to heart the wrong way.
Yeah.
Like you'll go off track, and you'll go like, I don't know, a very detrimental path of destruction. But like if you don't let that end up happening to you, then you might actually become like you will become like a stronger, more kind of stable human being that won't be affected as much by little things here and there, because it's just like, oh shit, like, oh man, I got a speeding ticket. It's not the end of the world type shit. Like, oh, this is how you deal with it. It's fine. Like, I've been through more crazy shit than that. It's fine.
It's true. Just the fact of having seen something before makes you, at least for me, it makes me so much at ease. Like, because of my like guardian type, I need to like plan out everything like to a sense. Like even when I like
present anything, I literally write down all the shit that
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, like pretty much like word for word, and then like I'll try to like rehearse it, and I'll have it there just as a backup. But just like for me, it's just like I need to have like a plan. Like if I don't have a plan, that kind of stresses me out.
Yeah.
Like, yo, what the fuck am I gonna do?
What's Guardian again? Like, explain for anyone who
so, like,
listens to this.
So I think for the Guardian, it's just like one of the ones where you're just the most detail oriented. You're the type that like you have to follow a schedule or whatnot. Everything has to be like on point. You need to follow like a rubric and like templates and whatnot.
Yeah.
And it's good because you stay organized and whatnot, but to an extent you have less creativity in some sense, just because like you're doing everything by the books and like you're just focused on specifically how things should be done, and you like to have everything planned out. So to a sense, it's like I guess the negative part is like you don't know, like you're never gonna try new things. But I guess it's good that I kind of recognize these negatives and I try to
as long as you're proactive and you're very like kind of self-aware.
Yeah.
Like for me, I'm an opposite. I'm actually opposite of Ken. I'm a pioneer. So pioneer is like unstructured, like things aren't planned out properly, like yippee-ki-yay, and that could like easily bite me in the ass like at any given time. Whereas because Ken's so much more structured, his plans and everything, like he'll make deadlines, this and that, make sure things get pushed in on time. Like throughout all of school, I relied on my friends to tell me what the due dates are. I just didn't jot it down because I just didn't care for it. It wasn't important to me. But no, being self-aware. So like you said, like I definitely try to keep an effort of starting to structure things up more.
Yeah.
But it's I don't know, it's just genetically like your core, how you are.
Just how you're wired.
Yeah, just how you're wired. Which is fine. Everyone's gonna be different.
Yeah. But like that's the one thing I do like from that training we did, because like it just like we kind of knew that already, but kind of like recognizing that just people are different and just like it's true. Like you want to surround yourself with people who would like make you better.
Yeah,
like
compliment.
Different, or people who would like compliment. Yeah, that's a perfect word. It's just like it's perfect. Like I'm structured, you're not structured, and like when you mix it, it's just perfect.
Yeah,
it works out.
We get along like super good.
Yeah,
how straight. Yeah, even though we're pretty opposite ends of the spectrum in terms of personality, but it just I don't know. Our friendship works out really well.
Yeah.
So you said
it's interesting. What were the other ones? Oh, like Driver and
Driver and shit,
what was
the other one?
You make people like each other.
Integrator.
Oh,
Integrator. What was your second? Mine was actually Integrator. Mine was primary was Pioneer, and my second was Integrator.
I think mine was just like I think it was like 40% Guardian, and like the rest of it was like maybe 20-20 of like the
everything else was pretty even.
Yeah, like pretty much like none on the opposite one, but it just like the other two were pretty even.
Yeah, mine were kind of close, but it was still Integrator more, and which kind of makes sense. Like in a group setting, I'll always try to make sure like everyone's kind of involved and talking and whatnot. No one's like left out.
But it's always interesting when I do any of those psychological surveys. To an extent, like I always take it with a grain of salt, but it's just like it's kind of weird because like when they're asking questions, I know exactly what they're asking. Like the four answers, I know which one's which. Like for the most part, you can tell. But like, do you like to work with people? Then I guess one's like a Guardian, one's like the opposite or whatnot.
Oh,
like,
really?
Like a lot of times, like I don't know. Like when I have that in my head, I feel like I'm kind of like my answers is kind of skewed because like I'm kind of it's hard to like have that mindset, but then like my answers are skewed because I know what they're asking. I'm just putting what I feel like will give me the best answer, even though there's no best answer.
Yeah.
But
the first time you did it, like even the first time, because the first time I did it, I had no idea what was what.
Yeah.
I was just answering the questions.
Yeah.
Like blindly. And like, so I guess maybe the second or third time you do it, you might be more skewed because you have an idea like, oh, this is what I was the first time. And like this is how I would answer it and shit. But typically, I don't know. Like I would do it. Even the second time I would do it, it would end up being like the same.
Similar,
yeah,
right?
the same.
Yeah.
Because I was always skeptical. I was so skeptical
Yeah.
about it. And then after it came out, I'm like, oh fuck, this is actually pretty accurate. Like that's very accurate to like 90. I would say 85-90% accurate on like my personality trait.
It'd be interesting. Like we should do it with our other friends just to see what everyone's.
I did.
Yeah, no, because I remember you said that out before, but it didn't work.
Yeah, so you tell them to log in with your user.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
so I did. So I sent it out to like Fat Camp, which is like Marquee Junks and Blimps.
Yeah.
And yeah, we were all Marquee and I are super fucking similar. So we're both Pioneer, but his secondary is driver, my secondary is integrator. And then we knew Blimpy was gonna be. He's like everyone is. He wasn't Guardian. He was integrator.
Integrator?
Yeah, because he's a protagonist.
Yeah.
He always needs to make sure everyone has a good
happy,
time. He's like super selfless.
It's like gay.
Yeah.
He's like stressing.
Yeah, exactly. That's
You already
exactly,
know Gabe's integrated.
Exactly. We already know Gabe's integrated. Yeah. Oh man. So now, funny side story.
Sidetrack.
That's freaking jokes. So it was our buddy's birthday. Gay. That's his name. And he didn't want to make it his birthday. He told us all to come out like Friday night. He's like, it's not my birthday. Just come out and hang out with me. It just so happens today is my birthday. Mm-hmm. But obviously it was for his birthday. And like the first half of it, we were just like bitching. Well, it was, I don't know what happened. Spetty started it. He was like, I forgot what he said, but he said,
because at first, like, Spetty was like, he was looking tired. I'm like, yo, why are you so fucking tired, man? And it's like, I forgot what he said. I was like, this party's fucking shit or something.
Because I'm bored. I didn't want to come out in the first place. And then I'm like, yo, this fucking sucks. Like, we were like walking to our like restaurant destination outside. It wasn't even that cold. Yeah, it was like super windy though.
Yeah, it was like 10 minutes away. It wasn't far.
It wasn't bad. We were like bitching about everything. And like, Gay is the type of guy who wants to make sure he's an integrator, like make sure everyone's having a good time. Like he doesn't want anyone going like, yo, this is gay or this is whack. But no, like it's pretty funny. Yeah, you can see him. He was like, oh, like every time we made like a snarky negative comment about what we're doing, like it would.
Yeah.
Even though he'd try to shrug it off, it cut him a bit.
Kind of like stressing out. Just like, cause like whenever we go out, he would try to make sure everyone gets in, cause like he's pretty close with like the bouncer that we go to, so like he'll always try to like make sure everyone gets in, everyone's like taken care of, but like. When it comes to his birthday, because we know that, we were just like fucking with him. Yeah. It got so deep. It's like, oh fuck, shit. It's like, what do you guys want to do then? We're like, I don't know, man. It's not this. Yeah. Like, oh fuck.
Yeah, we were saying some pretty mean things. Well, I was saying a lot of really mean, outlandish things. But it was all out of love. It was all out of love.
It was funny. Oh man, but that night was hectic. Just like. Can't even drink as heavy now. Just like when I was taking those shots, it was so hard to keep it down.
Yeah, we're old now.
Like even like when I drank it, it wasn't even because it was just like the taste. I just can't take the taste. I just want to yak it out, but just keeping it. Ugh.
We were playing fucked up games too. We were playing high stakes flip cup, mixing liquors. Like I drank gin, tequila, vodka. Yeah, like a lot of it. Well, not like crazy amounts of it, but like that. Concoction on its own mixed with a beer is just like mixing alcohol always just fucks you up and brings you up to another level.
I'm just taking gin shots. Gin is that's a new thing for me that I'm not used to at all.
Yeah,
because no one takes gin shots. No one. It's always like gin and tonic or gin and soda, but
gin by itself can be pretty strong. Yeah, like the mintiness is very overwhelming. Yeah, but
that one that we had last time was pretty good during training. That weird.
Oh yeah, the more higher end one. Yeah, we decided to ball out a bit. I think we spent like, I don't know, $10 more, a bit more on the premium side.
It was worth it. It was well worth it.
That one was good. We were just crushing it like on the rocks, mixing it with some soda.
It was good.
Yeah, that one was good.
Training's always fun.
Yo, did you get into training?
Not yet.
Bro, who did you message, man? Did you message the right people? Yeah, no. I told you who to message.
No, yeah, I emailed her, and then she's like, it's like, what training are you talking about? And then I'm like, yeah, professional excellence, and then she just didn't reply. So I'll probably follow up with her tomorrow or something, but
you need to talk to the other person. No, it's not the usual one who knows us.
They're both on there. So because then when she asked, like she CC'd the person that you emailed, so then they're both on it. It's just like I guess she just either forgot.
Playing stupid, bro. I just got added to it. She knows what you're talking about.
She's either trying to figure it out or it's probably full or whatnot. But I don't know. Anyhow, it doesn't matter too much. I just need to come get snacks.
Yeah, just come through. No, like you can probably get on the training for sure.
Yeah.
There might not be a room available.
Yeah.
If not, just crash with me.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll just do the huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. Because I know I got the last room unless there was another dropout after me.
Yeah. Because I think Mr. Kalia might not be doing it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And he got a room?
I don't know if he did.
What? Oh,
Man, I just told me that today that he's pulling out or something.
Oh, true.
Or he pulled out already, or I don't know.
What the hell? Yeah, I know they have space in classroom,
Yeah.
but like rooms, if not, it doesn't matter.
rooms are key.
It can be it
an
won't be
extent,
much
yeah.
difference if we're all together anyways.
It's fucked. It's fucked how we just get on training.
Do you know why? It's because she likes us.
I know, but it is funny how like most people don't get to do this in their normal jobs. Like
This is why I'm having trouble like deciding where to go.
yeah,
Anyways,
like we're in a very unique situation where I don't know, work is it's a very different environment than most people.
Yeah, I think we have like work work content aside.
Yeah.
Let's take that aside. We
Yeah.
actually have dream jobs. What job can top this job?
No.
In terms of hours,
Stay at home. Even stay at home parent would be pretty
dude.
shit.
Yeah, stay at home. Being a house husband,
That's
you
true.
gotta be
you gotta
like
do
cleaning
shit.
shit
You gotta do shit.
nonstop. You gotta go
That's true.
Yo, bro, this is I figured it out. This is actually a dream. Okay, work content. The
Yeah.
work we do itself is not the most satisfying, engaging, rewarding whatsoever. But that put aside, tell me one job that tops this.
Yeah, it's
if
hard.
you can figure out.
Which is interesting. When your brother said last time, it's like, yo, this might be your dream job already. It's like when you said that, I'm like, no way. But now it's like, it's possible, but highly unlikely still, but it's possible. Like, I'm not gonna zone it out and be like, that's impossible.
Oh no, absolutely. I think
I'm like, oh shit.
there's a bajillion jobs out there, but you don't know what you have until it's gone.
Yo, it's true. That's true. Like I learned that firsthand when I switched jobs. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh fuck. When you switch jobs, like it's weird. Once you switch jobs, you forget about like a lot of the bad stuff that you had and why you left, and you just keep remembering the good stuff that you're missing out on now.
Yeah, I think that's like
that was in my head for so long, and that bothered me.
yeah, I know you're so bitter and irked about it.
That was.
I think you're better now. But
Yeah, for sure. It's just like, I don't know. It's
because that's why I call you KTR, Ken the Regretter.
yeah. That's the worst nickname.
It's the
man.
best nickname ever. We have another nickname origin to go into.
You have to tell them how you came up with this, man. It's
Like I said,
KTR can mean so many things. Most of them are negative.
no, it's positive.
But
the underlying the origin is positive. The
I know that,
underlying
but
root.
99% of people who hear KTR and then hear what it means is like, huh.
Yeah, they hear what the acronym is, they're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then after they hear like the origin of it, they're like, oh, okay, but that's still like, why would you come up with that? Creative, man. No, so KTR, like I said, Ken is really smart. Like he slayed school. He was like a 90 student. What was your first year average?
Okay, first year doesn't count.
Okay, so what's your first year average?
Okay, first year's like 90s.
There you go, 90
after
student.
that,
After that, it was still like it was like 89.9, so 90 average regardless. And whenever we get our exams back, we always ask each other what marks we got. Like, it was like a little bit of competitive, but also just like
It's like
it was a
healthy.
bit. It was just
like
healthy
healthy. It was healthy
competitive because you would push each other. You'd be like,
Yeah.
"Fuck, yo, this motherfucker got 25% more than me.
Yeah.
I gotta work hard. He's getting 20." But that was my attitude. Like, this guy's getting he's getting a 95 and I'm getting a 70, and his marks are higher than me. I gotta be working harder in order to get closer to like a 90.
Yeah.
So that was my attitude. So I'm like, oh man, Ken, you're fucking savage, man. He's getting like 90s, 95s. You're KTR. I'm like, what's KTR? You're Ken the rapist because you rape exams.
But you can see how that can be so bad when it's out of context. Like, Ken the rapist. It's like, oh shit. Not nice to meet you anymore. It's like, just back away. I'm like, wait. Let me tell you why.
Yeah.
It's because I rape exams.
Yes.
And they're like, oh, okay. And they're like, sure. And I was like, oh, fuck this shit.
Yeah, Ken was
like,
not happy about
I
that
just
nickname.
gave up. I'm like, oh, fuck it.
Yeah, there are a couple moments like, why the fuck did you give me that nickname, right? I was like, Dude, it's such a good nickname
No,
though.
man, it's jokes. It's weird. You're the one person that when you ever give nicknames, it sticks for some reason.
Yeah, because I put a lot of thought into it. Yeah, it might think it's like on the spot, but at the same time, it's like it's not something that I've been constantly like, oh, but it's just like once it hits me, it's a combination. It just just like man, Ken the rapist, man, KTR and KTR, those acronyms, KTR, it just rolls off the tongue so well.
It's like GTR.
Yeah, it's like GTR,
KTR. Goddamn. I know firsthand.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, most of my nicknames have been done really well. Yeah. Their careers have done really well.
They're still living on strong, man. That's your legacy. That's your purpose in life, bro.
My life purpose is
creating long-lasting nicknames that will last forever. It will go down in history books.
There you go. That is for me. The names to make it onto birthday cakes. Yeah, that's it, man.
That is definitely a mark you're gonna leave the day you pass away. Okay. It's gonna be like all the nicknames is like, who was that? Brian.
Who came up with that?
Everyone's gonna know.
Oh man.
But yeah, it's
it's weird nicknames. Yeah, what's weird is that like people remember nicknames much easier than regular human names. Like a lot of people knew Spetty as Spetty and they forgot what his real name is.
Yeah.
Like, what's Spetty's real name? Speedy? Is it? Oh, yeah. Was that the first time you heard about Spetty? That was the first time you were
first time I've really hung out with him. But that was on my birthday too.
Yes,
at
double
Hangover.
Birthday. Double birthday?
It was me at me and Manhai.
Double
but
birthday.
But then it was. I was done. I fucking fell off.
Oh, bro, you were both done.
I was wasted.
I was done too. I was puking all over the place when I got home too.
It was jokes. Like I don't know, for the longest, I'm pretty sure I knew it was Spetty, but at that moment I was like, Speedy. Yeah. Is your name Speedy? Because you ejaculate fast.
Yeah.
And I barely remember that. And afterwards, I'm like, oh shit, I said that.
It was so funny.
And like, I'm so glad that Svetty's actually like cool and whatnot.
Oh yeah, he's a sweetheart.
Like, some random people would be like, what the fuck? I was like, I totally forgot about that.
It was so funny. I was like right beside you. I was laughing so hard.
My god.
That was at that moment. That was probably like that was hilarious, man. Yeah. I was just like, yo, that's one of the most witty things that Ken has come up with this year.
And it's funny because I have my I'm slow at catching on to stuff too, right? I'm just like, what the fuck are you guys laughing at? I was like, I thought it was normal. I'm like, and then probably the next day or even later on, then I clicked. I'm like, oh, it's Spetty, not Speedy.
Yeah, is it Speedy? Because like you're like a 2-pump chump.
Oh,
you just finish fast. No, it's Spetty. Like, oh, fucking no, Brian came up with it. Fuck Brian. I hate Brian.
Oh man, those were crazy days.
Yeah, man, young and dangerous.
Yeah, we were
young.
That university?
That was university.
Right?
But that was like our 20th birthday or something, or 21st.
Yeah.
21st birthday, something really young.
Yeah, yeah. Because I remember like didn't the owner give us some like Mao Tai or something, or some kind of Chinese liquor, and then like Chinaman just chugged it like easy, and like I remember it was gross.
It was fucked. I forgot what it was, but
it burned.
It was
it was heavy,
60-70%.
Yeah, but holy shit. Like, that's how wasted he was. He just took it like it was water.
Yeah, he was a beast, man. That guy was a beast. And at that age, like, how old is he at the time? He was probably close to 40, maybe low 40s. How old do you think he was, Paul?
I don't know.
Fuck.
Like, he keeps pretty well, so like, I don't
But
know.
It doesn't make sense how he keeps pretty well, because he's a mad alcoholic. Like, the amount of alcohol ages you, man.
That's true.
But he seems like he's doing good.
But I don't know. I guess as an owner of a bar, you kind of had to. I don't know. I guess over time you build up
the tolerance.
Tolerance.
No, but still, the effects on your health and your face and your skin. Well, it doesn't just because your tolerance is higher. I don't think it would mitigate those the after effects. Right? Yeah,
that's fucked. But it's interesting. We should definitely try next time we go Asia, because I always see like in like Japan or Asia they have these like antidotes pretty much that you drink and it kills your hangover.
Oh really? Oh yes. I heard about this in like Korea.
Yeah,
and stuff.
In Korea. But I'm like, what is that shit?
I've never seen it.
Yeah, like I haven't seen it, but I've just heard of it.
Yeah. It's probably like fucking coconut water in a special
caffeine or
bottle.
some shit.
Does caffeine cure hangovers as well?
I don't think so, but I think part of it just making you more alert, so you
I
feel
see.
like it. But
What is your go-to hangover cure?
oh man, smoke weed. That's
Weed.
the one
That
thing.
helps.
Just because like most of the time you're just like your head is pounding, you're just killing,
Yeah.
and it just kind of numbs you and mellows you out.
Yeah.
But really, just hydrating and just noodles like
Yeah.
pho,
Something soupy.
something
for
soupy
Sure.
like pho. Just probably pho, because not even all noodles, because like if I in like instant noodles.
It has to be light.
Because like it's kind of like because like it's heavy, it's like
Mhm.
waxy. It kind of makes you want to gag. But whereas like it's something light broth,
Yeah.
that's probably my go-to.
Yeah.
Yeah, for you.
For me, it would be pho, and then it would be coconut water. I would just drink that like religiously, coconut water. And if it's like
Gatorade's
really
good, right?
Gatorade, coconut water, they both go hand in hand. If it's really bad, then I'll probably like pop an edible.
Yeah.
Just like, fuck it. Remember those nights? There was like a time where we went to like Easy. Easy is like this club. We went to Easy like every week and got hammered, and we just like we crashed at my place, and we would wake up and we just bake.
I remember that. It was in your basement.
That
Those
summer
days
was a
those were
blur.
the prime days. It was like we were fine.
Yeah, man.
It was
We just bounced back. It would just be week after week after week.
yeah. It was kind of crazy.
That is crazy.
It was literally for like a whole like cause we were probably on co-op or something, right? But like for 4 months we would go like
Yeah.
pretty often.
Yeah. Because there's no homework.
Yeah.
And we were like, this is de-stress. Like, this
Yeah.
is it.
That and same with Rosewater.
Yes, Rosewater. Oh, I'm so sad.
closed.
Yeah. That's a.
Do you know why it closed?
I heard they're like
Not doing well,
renovating.
like-
No,
Oh,
I heard
renovating.
they're renovating and they're changing it up, so they're not having.
Thursday?
Yeah, they're not having that happy hour shit anymore. They probably like don't need it. They're like, we want to, up our tier or something.
Yeah.
We're not doing
Not a bunch
this
of
cheap-
Asians, a
bunch
fucking
of-
Chinatown.
Yeah, exactly.
It
But
kind of is.
It's Bomber
like-
Wednesday. It's like
is.
it's like a campus pub.
Yeah, but for like yuppies.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, campus pub for adult world. Damn.
We gotta
Rosewater is good.
find the next spot. Next spot after. Well, actually, I'm kind of too old for that shit.
Yeah, I can't even do it anymore, man. Like
Yeah.
low key drinking is good. Like even when we went to Easy last Friday, like oh bruh, like I was like oh my god, all these kids.
Yo, it's weird.
Mm-hmm.
I yacked after. Yeah, for sure did.
At gays, or
I think so. Yeah.
at pho?
No, at pho. Yeah, I did.
You
At
yacked at pho too? Damn,
No,
you
no,
went ham.
I didn't yak at gays. I yacked at. Fuck, I don't remember.
Oh shit.
I yacked one time. It was either in gays or the.
No, it's good
pho
to
check.
get it out of your system.
Yeah, luckily
think
I did,
you
yo.
would Die. Oh, that would have
If
been
I
bad.
didn't, I was so glad because if I got DUI, I would have been fucked.
Yeah, it would have been. It would have ruined
Yeah,
it. It
I would
would
have
have
been over it. Like, which is why, like, when I
It
got
wouldn't have been over. It would have been a rough time because
Sure,
it's
you
your
gotta
first
fight
time.
it.
You would fight it.
Yeah.
You're
but still,
legal
that would have
fees.
been annoying. That's why when you gave me a ticket, I didn't
would've been
ask
bad.
anything. Speeding ticket or down. I was like,
Yeah.
all right, I'm gonna shut the fuck
Smart.
up and get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, no, good move on that
Yeah.
part. Very good. Move.
I think I lucked out because an aunt was dying. He was
Yeah.
like kind of laying there, so like the cop just saw I was the DD. He's like,
Yeah.
"Yo, thanks for driving your friends home." So,
he
like,
said that.
Yeah. So like, so he actually thought I was the DD.
No. That's the thing. One of the tricks is when you do get pulled over, tell all your friends to act really drunk.
Yeah.
More drunk than normal, or like just pass out. Everyone just
Yeah.
pass out.
So you're like,
or,
the
or
DD.
just like pretend like you're not okay. Like everyone hold like a bag, so then it'll just look even more like oh he's a DD.
Yeah.
because you're contrasting, right?
Exactly.
You're looking at super drunk people, and you're looking at the designated driver. You're just like he's the designated driver. Let's let him get all these folks home.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, dude. Oh man. Oh, so you just dropped off Spetty?
No, I just dropped off Ann. I was like, literally when I I turned. So literally I was at the light and I saw the cop. I'm like, oh fuck, there's a cop. Good thing I slowed down. And as soon as the light turned green, I turned. Then he turned the lights on. So like I didn't even know I was speeding.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So literally afterwards, he's like, yeah. Did you know that you were speeding down towards the light, kind of thing?
Oh, he was gunning you like
Yeah.
as you were approaching.
Yeah. That's probably
And
what
you
he did.
turned into Chalmers.
Yeah. So I turned to Chalmers, and then you know how Ann's right by the
Yeah.
condos. So literally I pulled in there, and then
Oh, and then he came up behind you.
yeah. And then actually I got the ticket and the ant just got off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So literally I was just like, fuck. I was like right there. I was like, fuck. I was like right at the very end.
No, still, man.
But yeah, no, that's why I'm like, it's a blessing in disguise.
For sure.
It's like, I would have been like probably more reckless in driving or whatnot. I would have been like screwed.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was good.
Yeah, so,
it was like, that was a slap on the wrist. That's a slap
like,
on the wrist.
That worked out amazingly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, man. No, it's good. I haven't gotten a speeding ticket yet, actually, knock on wood.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty aware of my speed. Like, that's one of the things. I think I'm terrified of speeding tickets because I just like the insurance premium increase. Especially after all the times I've lost my capabilities of driving. It's not a good time.
Yeah.
Not being able to drive is like getting your wings clipped, man.
Yeah.
Especially in Markham. Like,
that's
you kind of need to be. You don't want to be that guy who's always asking for rides.
That's true. Yeah, because thinking about it, this is the first time I got pulled over. Like, my first altercation with a cop at all.
Yeah, this is your first time. Damn, at the age of 25.
Yeah,
that's a good run, dude.
Yeah,
that's a fucking sweet run. Good job.
That's why, like, when
cheers to that.
Yeah, it's fucked.
Quarter century of never getting in trouble.
Like, that's why when I was like looking, like when I was reading stuff, it's like, yeah, a lot of people just go by their whole lives without having altercations with cops at all.
Really? What the fuck?
Yeah, some people, right? That's why, like, that's why I was saying earlier. It's like you would never know about all this stuff if you haven't gone through it. Like, if you ask them, like, I don't know. Like, my parents know because my brother always gets me shit. So my parents know more than me. They're like, yo, good thing you told me because, like, I would have fucking, like, had to pay more insurance.
Like, I don't want to tell them. I'm just going to pay it. And then it comes back and you're
like, and they're like, what the fuck? Yeah, which is why I'm like, I don't know. I feel like when I get kids, like, I would want them to go through this shit.
Yeah, just do whatever.
Yeah.
Just don't do anything too
Because, like,
crazy.
I'd rather them doing it when they're young. When they're old, it's like, shit is on the line.
Yeah, dude. You want to get everything out of your system before the age of 18 while you're still in the youth criminal act.
Yeah, like, not even that. Like, it's just good life lessons. Just, like...
Yeah.
Like, you might not realize it right now, but I feel like when you get older and you look back, you're like, oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
All that shit made me who I am today and, like, made
me
so much stronger.
Sure. For sure. Big time. All the traumatic experience. I feel like looking back in life, all the traumatic experiences is what made me mature. It's not the years. It's not the years. My birthdays and what like status quo year after year is not what made me mature. It's all the trauma I've been through.
It's true. Like, another quote that I saw recently, it's just like, what was it? It's like not even wisdom or like, it's like growth comes when you like hit rock bottom and then you come back up. So it's like once you like go through adversity and you like make it and you get out of it, then that's when you get experience. Then that's where you
you need to make it, you need to take it and beat it. Like
you have to take it. Just reading it or just hearing about it doesn't. I don't know. Like it kind of scares you to some extent, but like it would never scare you to the extent where it has happened to you because you don't know what they go through, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. It needs to be firsthand experience. Like, even if I heard all the stories of, like, oh, this is what happens. If you break the law, this is what happens. We heard that. Growing up, we've heard that.
Yeah.
Yet, like, still have to do it and get beat up by the law to be like, okay, all right.
It's true.
I get it now.
Which is
dumb. Which is absolutely stupid. But for some reason, like, that's the way I was wired. For most people, it's not. I feel like for most people, it'd be like okay, don't steal or vandalize or break things. That's bad. Okay, I understand. But for me, it'd be like, oh, I don't know. What's so bad about it? I do it. And then after I get the repercussions and then I'm like, okay, don't do those things. That's bad.
That's fair.